Hey everyone, I'm Cam Roland, and today I want to talk about daily success. Many of us struggle with distractions and lack of focus, which leads to lack of confidence and then lack of results, right? And, every day we're bombarded with images and thoughts and emails and texts, and it's hard to stay focused. It's a full time gig just to stay focused in life, especially if you want to accomplish something. If you don't want to accomplish something, then distractions aren't a big deal. But if you've got goals set before you that you want to accomplish, then distractions are a big deal, and they need to be not only curved away from you, but they need to be managed because they're going to keep coming at you. They're relentless, right? So think about all the texts you get in the day. If you go on social media of any kind, you know how you get trapped scrolling, and all of a sudden you realize, I feel like I was in a different world. And 15, 20 minutes has gone by, and you're like, why did I jump on my phone in the first place, right? Has that ever happened to you? Because it happens to me. I need to be actively managing this every day. So that's the external side of distractions. Then you got the whole internal side of, what's going on up here. Because I believe that we've got 60,000 plus thoughts that go through our mind in a day. I mean, I haven't sat down and counted them, but that's what I've been told. And that's a lot of thoughts. And are they good thoughts? Or are they negative thoughts, right? Are you taking captive those negative thoughts and getting rid of them, right? And fill your mind with positive stuff, right? So recently I had some tenants who turned off the heat in one of our rentals and the pipes froze. So I could be stewing about that and thinking about, being angry at them and thinking about the repercussions of how I could get back at them or charge them enormous amounts for all the time and hassle that went into that. But on the other hand, I could deal with the problem, and then all that energy that I could have used in negative frustration and anger, turn it around and think about something positive and good, right? And that's just one example. I mean, I've had times where I've been driving down the road and my mind starts on one thing that I'm maybe upset about, and then I start to play it out in my mind, what can happen with that person or that situation, and it's horrible. You start imagining stuff that will never come true, hopefully never come true, but all of a sudden you're like, you're 5 miles down the road. You don't even remember, the past three stoplights that you passed, and you're just stewing on stuff, right? And I've had firsthand observation of people stewing on negative stuff, and it really rots them from the inside out. And it's not good, right? So you need to be actively taking those negative thoughts, casting them out, and intentionally put positive stuff into your mind in terms of stuff you're excited about for the future, gratefulness, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to jump into that in a bit here because my point in making this video is that it is a daily grind to maintain focus and a positive attitude, right? Some people, they just seem to be doing it all the time. They seem easy at it. They're super happy all the time. I mean, it's inspiring. It's awesome to be around those people. And I think for some people, it just comes super naturally, and that's just who they are. But for the rest of us, we need to work at it. So what I do to help me with this, and I've got a sheet that I use every morning that helps me get focused for the day, start off right, all that sort of stuff. So I call it my daily success sheet. And so what it is I've got kind of four major sections, right? First of all, the one is just kind of an overview of things that I want to get accomplished for the day. From a general sense, and I'll show you this in a second. The second one is taking time for gratitude, and I usually start with that. And then I jump over to, what are my goals? And then what are my 6 most important things that I need to do today to help me get towards those goals. All right, so let me jump over here to my daily success sheet that I use every day. And let me walk you through it. So, the sheet that I showed you here, this is my sheet that I did today. And like I said, I start off with the gratitude, and that's this section right here. And this just helps me get into a great framework of thankfulness. We've got so much to be thankful for. I mean, even in the midst of really tough stuff, if you've got personal health issues, if you've got a friend or family with personal health issues, massive challenges at work or in your company, we've still got so much to be thankful for. If you're watching this, that means that you've got electricity of some sort. You've got you've got running water. You've got a functioning, septic system that helps you every day. Just right there, we've got so much to be thankful for, and yet I can get caught up in stuff that I end up stewing on. And so the gratitude section helps me, focus on that stuff. So for example, fortunately, most of the time I'm able to write down, hey, I had an awesome sleep. There was a period probably about 3 years ago where I was not sleeping well at all. I would wake up worrying about stuff, like I'd be up for hours. And so right now, to say I had an amazing sleep last night, I'm so thankful for that because it helps me to function. And just other stuff, like last night, had a great evening with my wife. I made her supper. It was a new keto meal that was awesome. We had a great time just spending time together. So I'm super thankful for that. I'm super thankful for my kids and my grandchildren, and so much to be thankful for. So even if you don't do this on paper, do it in your mind. If you're commuting to work every morning, make it your goal that by the time that you get on the road, whether you're on a bus or riding your bike or in a car, make it your goal for the first 10 minutes, set a timer to focus on things that are good. Just say, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. And just start your day with that. Your rest of your day will change because of that. So that's where I start, is in the gratitude section. Then I move over here and I start talking about kind of these 8 or 9 pieces here. And so, for me, 7 hours of sleep is kind of my goal. I know, did you get up early? That's important to me because mornings I get the most done. Did I gratitude today? Reading is important. Exercise is important. And then did I write down and tackle 6 important items? So this comes out as a result of my goals. So let me come over here. So I've got annual and quarterly goals. So right now I've got quarterly goals that I from March 1st to June 30th, what are my quarterly goals? And so those are specific. I write them out every day. I would say 90% of the time they don't change. But what it's cool about it is that I can remember them after I've written this sheet down a couple times. And that becomes my go-to. That becomes my focus. Sure, they might change a little bit, but these goals that I write down here, my quarterly goals, are anchored in my annual and my 5-year plan. So that really helps me focus. So directly out of that, I come over here and I go, what are the 6 most important things I need to do today to get me closer to my goals? Imagine the 6 most important things that you can get done today. How much further are you going to be, tomorrow? And if you keep on doing that every single day, the momentum that is going to build from that is incredibly powerful, especially if you're focused on your goals, because so many people will start their day with kind of none of this stuff. Maybe they'll do a to-do list, which is good, but I like this whole package because it kind of sets my framework for the entire day. So just a couple other quick notes. As you notice here, I've got a score out of 9. I like to gamify stuff. So, if I got 7, I want to be higher than 7. What is it going to take for me to get to 8 or 9, right? I can write in whatever I have got here. And so I can gamify. Plus, with other people, I can do my daily score and say, how did you do yesterday? Well, I got an 8. Good for you. That's awesome. I got a 5. So that's what you do. But at the end of the day, Also, what I like to do is I like to write out and think about what are my wins for the day. What a great way to end your day and hit the pillow thinking about a couple key things that you got accomplished today. It doesn't have to be massive. I mean, it could be I made my 19-year-old son laugh today. Hey, that is a win, right? It could be I found the property that I've been looking for, and you get excited about that. Now, I just like that because sometimes what happens is when your head hits a pillow and you're trying to slow down, your brain is still spinning, thinking about some of the stuff in the day that upset you. That's not a good spot to be. You need to train your mind, you need to discipline it so that you put that stuff aside and you focus on good things, right? Whatever that is. But what's a win for today? So that way you can go into your sleep building that momentum so that when you wake up with a spring in your step, right? That's a really good indicator for me in terms of how I'm doing overall. Am I waking up kind of, oh, I don't want to get out of bed? Or am I waking up kind of jumping out of bed, ready to go, and I'm excited to tackle the stuff? That's where I want to be every single day. Doesn't always happen, but that's my goal. Doing my wins for today in the evening and thinking about that as I fall asleep helps me continue that momentum into the next day. Hey, thanks so much for liking this video, and thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it because that helps my YouTube algorithm, indicates to me what people like and what they don't like, so I can make more videos that can help them excel forward in their life and business. If you like this sheet, just drop your email address below and I'll be happy to send it to you. All right, take action.